Most of my gaming life, I had an obsession in finding the ultimate build in an RPG. I would spend hours grinding, fussing over the smallest details imaginable. A 60-hour game will then turn into a 200-hour game due to this. That is the main reason why in middle school and high school I started playing competitive Pokemon. Even now, I'll watch VGC Worlds every year the event is held. And because of this obsession, I decided to start a new series on my channel that I call Unlocked Potential. I'm going to go back and take a look at every important character in the Pokemon game series and analyze their Pokemon they use in the games, anime, manga, and build the best version of their teams while giving them a competitively viable set. Today, I'm going to take a look at Brock. Brock is the first gym leader you encounter in Kanto, specializing in the sturdy rock-type Pokemons. Brock is the current leader of the Pewter City Gym, taking over his father. Brock is shown to have 9 younger siblings, which is why during his travel with Ash, he is shown to be a very competent cook. He also fulfills the anime pervert role for those who are older, and he's similar to Johnny Bravo. Now in the game is shown to be a very manly, tough character, especially in Pokemon Masters EX. And when he is defeated, you are given the Boulder Badge. Now, let's take a look at Brock's Pokemon. In Red and Blue, Brock uses a level 12 Geodude and a level 12 Onix. In Yellow, Brock is an easier fight with him having a level 10 Geodude and level 12 Onix, while in the remakes, Fire Red and Leaf Green, Brock has a level 12 Geodude and level 14 Onix, but finally this Onix actually has a rock type move, Rock Tomb. In Pokemon Let's Go, Brock has a level 11 Geodude and a level 12 Onix. However, we have the ability to rematch the gym leaders in this game, so Brock's new team is a level 56 Kabutops, a level 56 Onix, a level 56 Omastar, a level 56 Aerodactyl, and his main Pokemon is surprisingly a level 57 Golem. Next in Gold, Silver, and Crystal, Brock is shown to have a level 41 Graveler, a level 41 Rhyhorn, a level 42 Omastar, a level 42 Kabutops, and a level 44 Onix. In the remakes, Heart Gold and Soul Silver, we are challenged by a slightly stronger team. Brock uses a level 51 Graveler, a level 51 Rhyhorn, a level 53 Omastar, a level 52 Kabutops, and finally, a level 54 Onix holding a Citrus Berry. Just like in Let's Go, we have the ability to get Brock's number and call him for a rematch. In this battle, he uses a level 55 Golem, a level 54 Relicanth holding a Lumberry, a level 56 Omastar, a level 55 Kabutops, a level 57 Rampardos, and finally a level 61 Onix holding a Citrus Berry as well. Next time we have the ability to battle Brock is in Black 2 White 2 in the Pokemon World Tournament. Note that all Pokemon are set to level 50. In the Kanto Leaders Tournament, Brock uses an Onix holding a Salac Berry, a Golem holding a Dark Gem, a Kabutops holding a Lychee Berry, a Omastar holding a Rindo Berry, an Aerodactyl holding a Charty Berry, and a Relicanth holding a Rock Gem. His second team, and by far his best team to date, uses an Onix with an Eviolite, a Golem with a Lumberry, a Kabutops holding a Focus Sash, a Scarfed Aerodactyl, an Expert Belt Rhyperior, and his best Pokemon, a Tyranitar with Chople Berry. In the manga, he's shown to not have any new Pokemon, and in Masters EX, his main Pokemon is Mega Steelix, and if you have the Sigma Suit variant, his partner is actually a Tyranitar. Finally, in the anime, throughout his adventures with Ash, he is shown to have many different varieties of Pokemon, but the new Pokemon that he's shown to have is a Mega Steelix, a Geodude, a Crobat, a Sudowoodo, a Marshtomp, a Krogunk, a Blissey, and finally, a Comfey. Now with this, I feel confident enough to say let's go find Brock's unlocked potential. For some rules that I placed. Number 1. The team must use the character's main Pokemon. In this case, Brock uses a Mega Steelix, so one of his teams must contain a Mega Steelix. Rule number 2. Due to Scarlet and Violet, every Pokemon will now have an ideal Terra type. Rule number 3. Every Pokemon will have a competitive set with items, moves, and EV spreads. Rule number 4. If the Pokemon has a Gmax, Mega, or Z move that is ideal, then it will be used. As we saw in Ash vs. Leon, all gimmicks are available. Rule number 5. The sets are the ideal set, so it may not be legal for certain games or certain battle modes in case you want to use this team. And rule number 6. If the trainer has a legendary, I will include a trade-off in case people don't want to use a legendary. Now Brock is unique in having so many Pokemon that he can use that he can actually have multiple teams. The first team is what I'm labeling his main gym team. This team focuses on using rock types, but really lends to being more of a sandstorm team. Since people tend to use Pokemon that are super effective and have stab bonus, I built this team to handle that. And now we start off with his Weather Setter, a Tyranitar, with a Grass-type Tera holding a Smooth Rock. This is really meant to be a sweeper, using Dragon Dance to boost the speed and attack, and then Oko everything else. And then Grass-type, obviously removing his quad weakness to fighting types as well. Next, we have a Steelix with the ability to Mega Evolve. This also has the ability to sweep, but Steelix, instead of boosting the speed, will actually use Curse to greatly improve the output of Gyro Ball and his defenses as well. He becomes more bulky, boosts his attack, and then lowers his speed, which Gyro Ball then allows to get even stronger than before. Next, we have a specially defensive Rhyperior with a Water-type Tera typing. His main role is to be defensive and set up Toxics and Stealth Rocks. His Tera typing is meant to get rid of any team's major weaknesses, mainly Water types, although keeping his Grass type, but also he can benefit from having a Dragon or Steel type Tera as well. Next, we have Golem, but I opted, it might be against the rule, but I opted for a Lowland Golem. I tried to maximize his low speed and is meant to trap Steel type Pokemons and KO it with a Fire Tera type boosted Fire Punch. Once it serves its purpose, it uses Explosion to either KO or deal severe damage to any Pokemon. Next, we will take Brox's Marshtomp in the anime and evolve it to Swampert. And now, this set is pretty similar to Rhyperior. It's really meant to set up Stealth Rocks and poison opponents. And if there's a match that's unfavorable, it can use Flip Turn to cause damage and switch out. And Swampert really isn't meant to use Terastallization, thus the Water-type Tera typing I'm going to give it. But, I mean, it can boost it if you really need it. And also removes the quad weaknesses to Grass type and only gives it just a single weakness. Although it now then is weak to Electric types. Finally, we have Crobat. Using a Safety Goggle, it can safely switch into Sandstorm, or you can really use him as a lead. It's really meant to counter all the fighting and Grass-type Pokemon that you tend to encounter. And with a Grass-type Tera, it actually gains a resistance to Electric type, removing its weakness to it. And Rock Psychic types are now going to hit for neutral damage. Any Fire or Flying types can also be dealt with Brox's Rock-type Pokemon. Brock's second usable team is more of a traditional team. This is closer to what most people would be likely to use with Brox's Pokemon. And for this team, we bring back Rhyperior and Crobat. Due to their defensive capabilities, they're very bulky, they actually complement very well with each other's weaknesses and Tera typing as well. His third Pokemon we're going to bring is Fortress. Fortress is meant to be a bulky attacker. With Iron Defense and Body Press, it becomes harder to kill, while slowly increasing its damage output. Body Press allows his Fortress best stat, his defense, to become his attack stat. And Fortress EV Spread maximizes his specially defensive stat in order to maximize his longevity. Finally, he's given a Water-type Tera to remove his Fire-type weaknesses. And next, we have one of my favorite Pokemon ever created, Blissey. Blissey is an incredible special tank. I mean, look at its stat. It has it has the highest HP stat, very high special defense, even with no EV investments. We can give her a Ghost-type Tera to remove her Fighting-type weaknesses, and also give her Shadow Ball to give a Tera stab with it. Soft Boil is used to maximize longevity by healing herself, and it's really just meant around to be a special tank, take special hits, and attack hard. Next, we bring, I think, one of his most iconic Pokemon, in the anime at least, is Krogan, or in this case, Toxicroak. We're going to slap an Assault Vest on it with more defensive EV spread with a Dark-type Tera typing to remove his Psychic-type weakness. Fake Out is always a staple move for more defensive Pokemon, and with the ability Dry Skin, we actually have a Pokemon immune to water types, so it allows Pokemon like Rhyperior to survive even longer. Finally, for his second team, we bring back Swampert, but in this case, we're going to give it the Mega Stone. And our actually moveset is pretty similar to before. The only difference is replacing Stealth Rocks for Ice Punch. So we're actually going to make it a bulky attacker, giving it more coverage. It's still going to maintain a defensive EV spread, but with Mega Evolutions and the natural buff Mega Evolution gives, it allows more physical prowess without needing to invest in it. It allows you to KO Pokemon, but really we're boosting its defense because it does gain a couple stats in defense. Now with this, we created two teams that fully have Brock's unlocked potential. And if you enjoyed these videos, please leave a like and subscribe. Also, if you'd like to see me use these sets in a couple matches, please let me know. As a new YouTuber, I would like to make videos that my audience wants to see. And also, if you disagree or have any thoughts, leave a comment below. The full sets are going to be listed in the description, and if you want to plug it in Pokemon Showdown or train it in the cartridge game itself. And the next time, folks, we will cover Ash's most iconic partner, Misty. Bye.